Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Driving in a sleepy state is no less dangerous than driving while intoxicated. The general level of concentration decreases. But the main danger in such a case is sleep and a complete loss of control over the traffic situation. Consider how not to fall asleep at the wheel on the highway. Symptoms of fatigue. From a scientific point of view, falling asleep is a physiological process characterized by a minimum level of activity and a reduced reaction to the surrounding world. In order for a driver not to fall asleep at the wheel, he needs to clearly represent the state of his consciousness before falling asleep. The process of falling asleep is characterized by a decrease in the level of consciousness. At certain moments you begin to notice that you vaguely remember the past 10 to 30s. Yawning, burning eyes, drooping eyelids. Desensitization of sensory systems. As soon as you begin to feel such symptoms, you should take urgent measures to combat sleep. Methods to combat sleep on the road. The initial stage of body fatigue can be dispelled with an interesting conversation. However, the conversation can be about nothing. What is important is the very fact of activating the thought process. To avoid picking up dubious passengers on the road, use special services that allow you to find fellow travelers. You will be able to save on fuel, and often even choose among several applicants. Many drivers begin to sing, feeling drowsy. The method is really good if you are rushing alone on the highway at night. But not at all suitable for drivers with passengers, who, unlike the driver, have the right to a good night's sleep. The smell of citrus fruits has a favorable effect on the sleepy body. Therefore, the peel from oranges or tangerines is better not to throw away at once, but to place somewhere nearby for the time of release of aroma. Bitter chocolate is also an excellent choice. Physical and mental activity. You can cheer yourself up with physical exercise. You can stop the car for 3 to 4 minutes to perform a series of elementary exercises, jumping jacks, squats, rhythmic running around the car, etc. Physical activity can be applied even while driving on the highway. To do this, alternately tense different muscle groups, for example, squeezing the steering wheel hard. Create uncomfortable conditions for yourself. The body is most prone to falling asleep when a number of factors contribute to this in addition to fatigue, temperature. It is especially easy to fall asleep at the wheel in winter, when the car is driving through a monotonous white shroud and blizzard, and the cabin is dry and warm. If you are clearly aware of fatigue, switch the ventilation system to the mode of fresh air supply. You can slightly open the window. It is much harder to fall asleep in the cold. Renewal of energy reserves. Among all known substances, caffeine is considered the most accessible way to tone the body. Occasionally taking coffee in large quantities is okay for people who do not have cardiovascular disease. If you don't like coffee, you can use regular green tea as a source of caffeine. Green tea has a higher amount of caffeine in the dry product, but a cup of assured tea will have 1/3 to 1/2 the dose of caffeine found in a cup of coffee of identical volume. In general, the effects of tea caffeine are recognized to be less stressful to the body. Coca-Cola or cocoa can be used as a substitute for coffee and green tea. Energy drinks containing an increased proportion of caffeine, taurine, and other stimulating substances have earned a special fame. It is worth recognizing that such drinks do affect the central nervous system, invigorating the body. But you should take them only in extreme cases. The trick is that after the body has processed all the tonic components, you will feel even more drowsiness. There is a return of the energy loan that was demanded by the drink. Another positive aspect of taking energy drinks is the activation of the urination system. You will find it difficult to fall asleep if you have to stop with a certain frequency after a while. Medication. In the pharmacy you can be offered pills, which will contain the same caffeine, taurine extract, guarana, and various vitamins. The advantage of pills is in their practicality. Bought to spare, the plate will not take up much space in the car. In addition, drinking a drink on the road can be quite inconvenient if you do not have cup holders or another convenient place to place the container. The best way to stay awake behind the wheel each time you refuel, you can fill the tank with less fuel, but always with a reserve. This way you will have to stop for refueling more often. You will have an opportunity to stretch your legs and exchange a few lines with the gas station attendant and cashier. Any change of activity will make you more awake and keep you awake while driving on the highway. How to stay awake at the wheel. In conclusion, overcoming sleep at the wheel is crucial for ensuring your safety and the safety of others on the road. By prioritizing adequate rest, recognizing the signs of fatigue, and employing strategies such as taking regular breaks, staying hydrated, and engaging in stimulating activities, you can significantly reduce the risk of drowsy driving. Remember, if you ever feel too tired to drive, it's always best to find a safe place to rest or seek alternative transportation. Your well-being and the lives of those around you depend on it. Stay alert, stay safe, and drive responsibly.